Well, welcome back to yet another Thoughts on Legend of Zelda, this time with the Minish Cap. I'm Dan, and Alex is back once again.
Hey, hey!
So I guess, we're quite far in these games, actually. Well, look at my hearts. It's three different profiles, and they're quite
Dan Link
far.
Zelda.
I'll get rid of Link. How do I... Oh, options. No. How do I... Click on it? Oh, there you go. Erase. I don't know if I want to erase it or not, because I don't know how... There's quite a long intro to this game. Um...
Yeah, we're gonna. Long collid.
Jick.
Uh,
Call ourselves
Jick.
Jick. I
That's
think...
a new
Oh,
name.
look at who that his hat on. Who's cute.
Oh yeah, yeah. I realised he does have his hat on at the beginning.
I mean, I think what I might do, because I remember this being quite a long intro, I might stop recording the intro in a sec.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I find really fascinating about this one is that this was co-developed by Capcom, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was the same, I think roughly the same team who did the Oracle games then got to do this.
Yes. Yeah, they did the Oracle games, and were they going to do a third Oracle's game, but it got cancelled?
Yeah, I think there was something to do with the way that they were all supposed to link up with the link cable, because obviously link cable only goes to one other Game Boy. I think that was one of the reasons, and maybe this to do with time constraints, like making 3 Zelda games was probably a bit ambitious.
Like, even though it had the similar template to Link's Awakening and the style, it was a bit overly ambitious or a bit overkill.
Yeah, definitely.
But for this one, it was the sprites of 4 swords adapted into its own single player.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Yeah, I don't know what it was that developed 4 swords, but it's interesting to note that Capcom made this using seemingly the same engine that the 4 swords was based on.
And also, somewhere around the internet, I also heard people say Legend of Zelda Capcom Edition on the Game Boy. Because the Oracle games are so similar.
Yeah.
But tell you what, though, they did a pretty damn good job with the game, though, for the quality of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is definitely one of the most underrated Zeldas, in my opinion.
Totally agree. This is in my top 5 Zeldas, honestly.
Yeah, I say underrated because in comparison to the other Zelda games that have been talked about on the internet, either by critics or by professionals, I rarely hear Minish Cap, and I think that's a shame because it's such a great adventure. It has some of my favorite Zelda weapons. It has some of my favorite dungeons.
Really cool.
Yeah, my favorite Zelda weapon in this game, and one of my all-time favorites in the series, is that cape.
Oh, Rock's Cape, I think it's called.
Yeah, it was a cape, but I forgot the exact name of it.
I think it's Rock's Cape.
Rock's Cape.
I'm sure that's what it was, but yeah.
Oh, it was Rock's Cape. It was. Now, with Rock's Cape, the reason I love that power up so much is because I know Link's Awakening kind of did this before, but it did something that feels like, something that, after playing so many Mario games, is that what I thought Zelda is so cool to do. Have Link jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really made the Zelda dungeons feel a bit like a hybrid of... Like, imagine if Mario was in a Zelda dungeon and he was just jumping through the clouds and jumping through the platforms. And I just love it to bits because of that.
I keep talking to Zelda, I think.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I was going to say the thing I love about this is the side quest is the King Stones.
Oh yeah.
I love the King Stones. It's such a great side quest in this game where you just you find all these little stones around and you have to try and match them up with people. It's almost like it got like a Pokemon-esque sort of feeling to it. And talk about Pokemon-esque sort of feeling. There's also you can get a bunch of statues, can't you? If you go into if you look right now, if you go to the left across the river, there's this tree, and you go underneath the tree, and you can get loads of statues of all the different characters.
All right.
And I spent so much. I think you spend rupees or spend some sort of currency. I spent so much time trying to get all the different little like sort of Smash Brothers esque sort of like trophies.
Yeah. Now, it's now that you mention it, when you mention it like that, I've when I first played through Minish Cap, I just finished the campaign, get to the final boss, and that was it. I didn't really explore a lot of the post-game content or a lot of the side quests about the game, so what you said is all new to me when it comes to that.
Yeah. Oh,
I really want to. I really want to revisit this at some time. Whether it's on the Wii U or
I revisited it fairly recently-ish because it was on the 3DS as part of the thingy.
The ambassador. But I was about to say whether it's on my Wii U or the 3DS system, because for those who purchased the 3DS before the price cut, got 10 GBA games and 10 NES games, and Minish Cap was one of the GBA games.
What were the other ones? Because I think this is the best one.
The other GBA games, by memory, were Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Oh, was that as well? Was it?
Yeah, that was one of them. Wario Land 4.
Right. Yep.
Mario vs Donkey Kong.
The first one.
The first one, not that's the only GBA ones, of course. Yeah. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
Oh, I never played that actually.
Yeah, me neither for some reason. Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island.
Oh, I did play that.
Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones.
Yes, I've played a bit of that.
Oh yeah.
F-Zero Maximum Velocity as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they were. Was it F-Zero Maximum Velocity? It was. Trying to remember the other two though. Yeah, I mean those ones I knew from the top of my head. WarioWare, Incorporated, Mega Micro Games. Yeah, you were right on F-Zero Maximum Velocity. And Metroid Fusion.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, Metroid Fusion. I played quite a lot of that actually on the 3DS.
Yeah, what's really funny though is that out of all those GBA games, I did play a bit of Minish Cap just for all time's sake.
Yeah.
But I think the only one I put the most time into were Mario Kart and WarioWare.
Yeah, same as well for me because I never owned WarioWare on GBA.
Yeah, neither did I, and I just played so much of it because it was all new to me. And Mario Kart, well, it's Mario Kart, and when you have a 3DS in town and want to play a little bit of an old one, you just sort of pop it in. But
for me, because I got WarioWare Mega Party games on the GameCube, and that's basically the same game with multiplayer. But it was just cool to play that original game, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, do I actually find one of the more interesting things about Minish Cap? Because before Skyward Sword's release, this was the first in the timeline.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, and that explains why Link is hatless at the start. I mean, it's one of the reasons why, at least, because because when he wears the Minish Cap, it was because they say it suits you, and then and then through Legends, it kind of passes down as this boy in the tunic. And then we got another.
If you remember, right at the beginning of this game, it showed you the legend or whatever it was at the beginning.
Yeah. It shows
that opening is basically the Link from Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I was a little about to say that. Then we got another prequel, which was Skyward Sword, because as of we don't know the upcoming Wii U Zelda will take place before it, but as
there are rumors
right
that
now,
it's
Skyward Sword
be
is the first.
Another prequel.
Yeah, I hear it might be another prequel. Now, Skyward Sword, as of right now, is the first of the timeline.
Yeah.
And as you said, that opening is a bit reminiscent to Skyward Sword, especially how it played out. Do you know when you played Skyward Sword, when you started, there's an intro about, like the creation of this land and, how this chunk of land got sent into the air because there was a destruction going on. Yeah, particularly with the imprisoned.
Yeah, that's true. With the imprisoned, yeah.
Yeah, and also, I think the theories as to why 2016 Zelda on the Wii U is going to be another prequel is because, is it because they're massive open? In fact, so far we've not seen any sort of towns in the game. It's just been open lush land.
I think the reason why people think it's going to be another prequel is because Link's not wearing a tunic.
Yeah, that's he's wearing a blue. He's wearing like a completely different outfit, and he's not wearing the green hat as well.
And I love these. Look.
Yeah.
Just kidding all them. But yeah, I think because you got the blue light sort of top on, people think it could be a prequel because of that. But also because Skyward Sword kind of tells of like land beforehand. Like they were, and then they get sent up into the sky afterwards.
Yeah, and I get the feeling 2016 Zelda might be a more elaborative tale on maybe the destruction of it and what caused that chunk of land to be up. Yeah. Or maybe like the equation of the prison or something. Or, like how in Skyward Sword when Ganon didn't appear in it because it's the first in the timeline.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game, it alluded to Ganon's creation because of a line Demise says.
Yeah. He says about to be together forever or something like
that. Yeah, evil and good and evil will always clash together forever and ever from now on. And that kind of alludes to Ganon's existence. Oh, that kind of hints at it.
What? Where's the hat? Isn't he around here?
The hat is what? What did you I try to remember if it was in a but no, that was where you transform into a Swallow's Link. Was it? Did you have to go inside a I forgot what the cave looked like, or what, it was like a logish. It was a log.
Here.
It was like a log, like little indoor area, and you found the hat in there.
I just realised how laggy the thing is for you.
I could still make out what's going on.
I found the hat now.
Wait.
You have to go further on and trigger a little cutscene.
Oh.
For reference of anyone who's watching this, right now, obviously you'll be watching what I'm seeing, but Alex has just finished the cutscene.
Yeah, I've just that's why when I said it, was it like in a cave or something? Because it's been like 7 years since I beat it, and so I'm not fully familiar with the whereabouts. And two, it's a bit laggy, so I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Now we finally get. What's his name? It always gets confused. Is it Elzo or Eslo? I think it's Eslo, isn't it?
I think it's Eslo. I believe it's Eslo. Oh yeah, for some reason, because that has a beak to it like a bird, I keep envisioning it to have a very high-pitched, annoying bird voice. Like, hello kid, I got it! Like,
if you listen to his voice, though, and he like makes little speech things, he's like,
hey! Yeah, that's what I envisioned. Like, there's like, hey!
Yeah. What makes no sense, though, is that he has a head there, right?
Yeah.
And then when you... Now he doesn't have a head. Like, what? It always bothered me as a kid. I was like, where does his head go?
Yeah.
Where does his head go?
That was weird.
And now, this is one of the coolest moments of this game. Reason why it's called Minish Cap.
Yeah, this is one... Okay, what you're seeing here is one of the reasons why it's one of my favourite Zelda games.
Yeah. And there's two boss fights. One with an Octorok and one with a Choo-Choo. Regular enemies, but you fight them tiny. And they're like... It's huge. It's so cool.
It's basically when you step onto that pole on that stump and you shrink down to small size. It's this.
It's so cool. I love it.
I love. I said to you was the cap in a cave that was like in a log or something.
Yeah.
I had this literally this picture in my head, and I just assumed was that what Eslo was? No, it wasn't. I love that. I like that little speech bubble to identify you.
Yeah.
And also, do you know the walking animation or the wind animation when you walk a small Link? Yeah. Don't you look like you're hopping?
He does look like that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're hopping. Yeah, I always envisioned when Link was hopping, like when I was really young and playing this. I just imagined him like skipping jolly throughout the entire level.
Yeah. And the thing is, this like makes reason for why are there like rupees and stuff underneath pots and whatnot. Well, it's pretty much told in this game that it's these little creatures that exist in every Zelda game.
Yeah.
They put all of the rupees and stuff underneath the pots, which is why they're always there.
So it's kind of like a reverse. It's basically the borrowers in reverse.
Yeah, pretty much. How do if I'm right, I have to get down there somehow, but I think you have to talk to someone up here. In here. I think it's in here.
Actually, do you know when I said to you in that Wind Waker video when that Choo-Choo is a major boss, the first boss in the game, which, again, I think is kind of funny because an enemy you could like kill so easily is like a major threat when you're really small. Now, do you know when I say that? I always had visions in my head, think to myself, what if Link fights Ganon or Vati in Minish form?
You probably wouldn't even see him.
How hard would the game be?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine the final boss in Ocarina of Time in Minish form.
Of course.
How are you even going to defeat Ganon? But yeah, did you actually think to yourself, what if I was in Minish form and I defeat these big scale Zelda bosses?
Oh, this is the thingy. This is, you probably, you can see it now. This is where you do the little nut thing that you can listen to everyone.
Oh yeah, by the way, I love the lighting in this area.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just love the visuals of this game.
Yeah, I mean, not only do they look quite detailed with great lighting, but it's just the creativity and imagination of what you can do with the small size. They make great use of that potential. And that's why when I say Capcom did a damn good job at this game, this is exactly what I mean. Like do you ever go through that trail of acorns? It's like the kind of thing you'd think to yourself when you think of a Zelda game full of imagination.
Yeah.
Or do you know if you just like think of any random creative object that might not make in a normal Zelda game, it might not make sense in context.
I love
because
it when you
what the hell?
You go back to the main area and you go into like a library or something. You climb up the bookshelves and stuff. That's so cool.
Yeah. Like, do you know when you see giant acorns? Now, in any other Zelda game, you think to yourself, that won't make much sense because unless the acorns were giant or something. Yeah. But for Minish Cap, you can make that make sense in the context of the story, and that's what I mean when you have great potential on display. For this. In fact, what if this game actually got a sequel for the NX or the 3DS or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I would be interesting. I wonder what they would do with a sequel. Like, would they
like a sequel? Yeah.
They'd like do the same concept,
like the same idea of where Link shrinks down to size and has to. I actually wonder they made a sequel to this. Kind of like how I know this is going to be a very different example when I say this, but when Kirby Canvas Curse got released.
Yeah.
On the DS, and then they made a sequel 10 years later.
On the Wii U, yeah.
On the Wii U.
So a sequel to this with a claymation art style is what you're asking?
Well, not really a claymation art style, but really more of a bit of a Toon Link art style, but let's just say a sequel that expands on the ideas of shrinking down in size.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But if they had a claymation art style, then okay, let's see how it is.
I'll tell you what, if I was to do a video on ranking the best sidekicks, I reckon it would be Midna, then Tattle. And I reckon Eslo might be third. I really like Eslo.
Yeah, Eslo's pretty good side character. Alongside some of my other favourites, such as the King of...
Shit.
like the King of Red Lions.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon he'd be up there in the top 5 or
something. Oh yeah, one of my favourite moments for the King of Red Lions, speaking of that, is when you first meet him in the boat. I love Link's shocked expression when he thinks to himself, a talking boat! Yeah, even when I was a kid, I thought that was weird, a talking boat.
Oh, as a kid, I was just like,
well, I love this part. This is such a cool 3D well, Mode 7 looking effect.
Yeah.
Like, when you walk up that barrel and you change...
Yeah, it rotates, yeah.
Honestly, that's one of the things I remember the most about this dungeon.
Yeah.
It's this. When you go back in, you'll see what I mean. But this is such a cool... Side. This is such a cool Mode 7 effect, this.
Yeah, I'll go this side, I forgot about that.
Wait, where is it? Where is it move?
I'll go to the other side.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I just remember the other side's still... Finder still attached.
Again, the footage is really laggy for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's that bad. Right. No, I don't want to do that. Because you can sometimes fall through that.
No, it's like... not now. Anyways, look how it moves. I don't know why, but something about that I just love.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the right way. It's probably the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, just remember that's blocked through spiderweb.
So you see this bit here? Go to this point, and then go there. That's the one.
Oh, yeah, and also, that was also a cool dungeon moment in Minish Cap.
Hmm.
The minecart in the lava one.
Oh yeah, that's the second dungeon.
That's another cool dungeon moment. I gotta say, are the what is Skyward Sword and Minish Cap the only Zelda games where you win a minecart, or was there one I'm missing?
I think you do in Oracle games as well.
Oh yeah, the Oracle games. I haven't played the Oracle games. I wasn't sure.
Oh, we've got the dungeon map. Yay! Yeah, I probably won't beat this dungeon, but I'll play it for a bit longer. I think there's a sub boss coming up here somewhere. This bit here took me way too long to figure out I could do this, by the way. I probably ignored him when he was like, you can hold down the switch. It's like, because you can throw it, but I think you drop it. How do you drop it? No,
oh, yeah. It. Yeah, I was a bit stuck on that for a bit.
I know you have to drop the pot, but it says throw. Like, R is throw. Maybe B? No. Huh. How do I do this then? Do I just drop? I don't know how. L doesn't do anything. R throws it. Oh, damn it! I know what I have to do.
What was it again?
As soon as you're laggy, I'll wait for you to see it.
All right.
And I'll listen to you go. Oh yes, of course. You know, I keep falling in the water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you know that trail? I think that kind of is the hint.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely the hint.
Yeah. Okay. You know one of those moments in the Zelda dungeon where you spend 10 to 15 minutes thinking of what in God's name I was supposed to do, and then when it's such a simple solution, when you see the hint, you think to yourself, I feel like such a dumbass.
Yep.
That happens like in almost every Zelda game to me. Small key. Yes.
I don't know where to go with this small key though. No, I think. Is that no? Not up there. I think maybe the other side. Okay, I'm going back in the barrel again because that affects circle. I think it's this side. The door's locked there. Yeah. Okay. Because the locked door up here. What's up here? Don't want to drop down there just yet, or do I? No, just do it. Anything more to add at all, Alex, on the... Ow.
What?
Anything more to add?
Yeah. You know, one of those games where it's been so long since you beat it, and it's. I mean, you definitely have a great impression on it, and for the top of your head, you're not entirely sure on what else to add.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. But this is why I want to revisit Minish Cap at some point in the future, like whether it's on the Wii U or the 3DS.
Oh, there's the mini boss.
Oh yeah.
Go away. I think I'll have to go down here then.
Yeah. But yeah, again, one of those games where you love it so much, and on your first playthrough, you definitely really enjoyed it. And then now, 7 years later, I don't know why, but I feel kind of bad for not, remembering a significant chunk of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. This has got to be one of those. It's got to be up there for me of Zelda games that I've replayed a lot of times though.
Yeah, because the thing is, I only ever played through this once. Yeah, I mean, if I ever played through, like, do you remember Ocarina of Time and Windbreaker? I can recall so many moments because I played through those games like 3 times already. But Minish Cap, I only played it through once, and it deserves another playthrough for me.
I think Minish Cap, Wind Waker, and Ocarina of Time are the 3 Zelda games that I played through so many times.
Yeah.
Whereas the majority of the other ones I've only really played once.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, for me at least, Ocarina and Wind Waker have been the only Zelda games I've had repeated playthroughs of all the way to the end.
Yeah. It's funny you should mention that all the way to the end, because I've probably only beaten Wind Waker like all the way to the end, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, I think mine was about maybe I think it was 2 times, but it was such a important game for me, and I intend to revisit it this year through the HD version. Yeah, like with Twilight Princess, the reason I'm looking forward to it so much, and the reason I know people say it's poor and it's nothing to look forward to, but the reason, look forward to Twilight Princess HD so much is because I only played it through once, and because it has those, and because it has those new perks that kind of freshens it up, and because it has the original, left-handed feeling hero. That's and because Twilight Princess is such a great adventure by memory, that's why I look forward to it so much.
Yeah,
when it comes out.
I'm in the same boat, honestly. I'm really.
I know to some it might they play thing to itself, but it's still just a port, for myself. And I do agree with that, to a T. Like, it is little change, but I'm just, I'm so excited to be playing Twilight Princess at some point.
All right, mini boss time.
Ooh.
I think I hit his head, I think, if I'm right. And then you hit his heart.
Yeah, as I said, like when I said I wanted to hide, that was also just because of personal, that's my personal sort of view on it, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this mini boss. In fact, for some reason, this mini boss is a less annoying version of that other boss from Link to the Past.
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Yeah, when I forgot what the boss was called, but yeah, when it knocks you off, you don't die. You have to go all the way back up, and that got really old after like 2 or 3 times.
So
at least Wind Waker did a better version of that boss of design.
So because of the limited amount of buttons for the GBA, you can swap you can have not the sword equipped at all, so you can have the shield.
Yeah.
And
the thing is that. Yeah, like, do you know when I said I really want to replay some of these Zeldas or maybe get to some? I feel comfortable talking so passionately about the Zelda series once I start to get to either more games or ones I haven't played or replay a few, and thus I'll feel like I've got a more personal stance on it, because everything I talk about now, from the Minish Cap or even Majora's Mask to an extent, they were only just one-time playthroughs, or that's why when I seem a bit forgetful in these videos, it's been so long since some of these games, and the only exceptions being Wind Waker and Ocarina, because I've got so much to talk about. Yeah, so I could, I wish I could have the similar amount to talk about for Link's Awakening, or hell, I beat Zelda 1 and 2 a long time ago.
You have beat Zelda 1 and 2?
Yeah, both of them. Back in 2009, on the Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair though, I did use a guide for both of them.
I've not beaten them yet, and I will definitely do that one day.
Yeah, like I was basically just looking through game facts for where to go in Zelda 1, or how to get through this town in Zelda 2.
Yeah, so you actually beat Zelda 2 completely then?
Yeah, I got to the last boss to Dark Link in Adventure. Was it called Adventure?
Yeah, Adventure of Link. Yeah.
Yeah, Adventure Link. Okay, I will say this for when beating Zelda 2, it is one of the in my opinion, it is the hardest Zelda game I played.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Yeah.
In fact, to be honest, when I first played it as a kid on the Collector's Edition disc, I got so stuck I never made it to the first dungeon, because if you die once, you get sent back to the Great Path. Like, you get sent back to that temple.
Yeah.
No, not die once. If you lose all your lives, you get sent back to the temple. It's just, if you lose a life, respawn at like this room, like this particular room. But it's not just because of that respawning why it's so difficult, but there are some enemies that are a massive pain in the ass to defeat, especially, the blue iron knuckle enemies.
Mm.
Yeah, and I also think is really funny. The Great Palace, the Great Palace, the final dungeon in Zelda 2.
Yeah.
In Zelda 2, that's the final dungeon. Lose all your lives, you start at the temple in Zelda 2. If you lose all your lives at the Great Palace, you start at the Great Palace. And I'm just thinking, why the fuck could have been done before? That would have saved me so much hassle. Because, I'm sorry, but going through Death Mountain for the umpteenth time gets really old when you want to get back to your dungeon. And it doesn't help that the caves in Death Mountain are pitch black, and unless you have a lantern. And you also need enough magic too. I actually intend to beat Zelda 2 again someday, just for I want to see how my skills are now that I'm older.
Yeah, that game, I think the furthest I ever got in that game was, I think I beat the first dungeon, or at least beat one dungeon, but I don't think I got much further than that.
Yeah, I definitely think Zelda 1, I don't think it's very difficult when it comes to its controls. Compared to Zelda 2, Zelda 1 is not as difficult, but in terms of where do you have to go, that's when it gets difficult, because it's so cryptic. To the point where, when you fight Ganon at the end of Zelda 1, you need a specific sword to beat him, because if you don't know that, you'll never defeat Ganon. Yeah, it's that kind of cryptic design that I just can't be bothered figuring out, and just go to GameFAQs or YouTube.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
By the way, question: are you speaking of that? Do you prefer Zelda 1 or Zelda 2?
Zelda 1, definitely Zelda 1.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one, because I prefer it in terms of its overall accessibility. But Zelda 2, despite the punishing difficulty, there's some captivating design in Zelda 2 I admire more than the original.
Yeah.
But it's a weird one for me. But yeah, you see, it seems like you're almost to the boss.
You're almost there pretty much. I like Zelda 2, but I don't know. The way the combat works, I'm just not a big fan of it. Even though it's definitely more skill based with the. Yeah. Oh, oops.
Yeah, I definitely, and when I said to you before that the worst of Zelda is definitely worth your time, well, I say that Zelda 1 and 2 are some of my least favorite Zeldas, but they're still worth your time to play. Finding you have the patience for them.
Yeah. Here, I'm just watching the cutscene now with the choo-choo. Okay. Just like spawns.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. That choo-choo you could easily kill with your sword.
Yeah.
And that is like a green monster, that will kill you. Well, to be fair, the boss isn't that hard, so it's just so weird to see a standard enemy be a large-scale boss.
Nope.
I also, by the way, the drips of the choo-choo, I think that is such a cool effect.
Yeah, it is really cool,
Yeah.
There you go.
I also think I don't know why, but also the way the boss moves kind of looks cool for the GBA hardware.
Yeah, definitely.
I do think it's.
I love how many swings you can do with in this game.
Do you want to say the Minish Cap is such a clever and imaginative Zelda? Well, I say that as well because what Zelda game has a normal enemy with no modifications be your first boss?
Yeah, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
Go on, jump again. No, okay, not gonna jump. Ow. I think this should be one more hit. Should do it, or one more knocking him down.
Yeah.
Oh really? No, I've got to do another one.
By the way, why does his eyes look like he's not slept in weeks? It's just the purple lines you see on his eyes look like sleep bags.
Ah, stop jumping.
It's like the green shoe. It's like, in fact, you know when I say that, it's no wonder the green choo just flops on the floor like he's thinking, ugh, I'm just done with this. I just don't want to fight. Yeah, you'll see it in a bit when you knock it down again. Yeah, like this, like it looks like it just drowsy like a zombie thing. Blah.
I got him.
Yeah, and the stars on. Yeah. And then it rolls its eyes, thinking to himself, oh, I should not have had that 3 o'clock here. Or something.
But yeah, I think it's like the third, maybe fourth dungeon you fight in Octorok, and it's such a cool dungeon because if you remember right, you start off the dungeon, you see the frozen Octorok, and you bit by bit
I remember that.
defreeze him.
Yeah.
And you watch from the start, you know that you're gonna have to face him probably eventually, and you eventually unfreeze him as you like keep going through different parts of the dungeon. You finally unfreeze him, and then obviously that's it.
Yeah,
cool.
That is such a cool. Again, you're like with the Choo Choo. It's a really clever, unique design or unique idea to the series.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we'll finish it there for Minish Cap. I guess next up will be Twilight Princess, I think. Probably it was the one after this.
Yes, Twilight Princess.
But yeah, until then, Alex.
Until then. Bye-bye.